The second method of expressing concentration chemical methods is normality, which is denoted as capital N. How to define normality? Number of gram equivalents of solute present in 1 liter of solution is called normality. That is, normality is equal to number of gram equivalents by volume in liters. Normality is equal to number of gram equivalents by volume in liters. Since normality is equal to weight by, since number of gram equivalents is equal to weight by gram equivalent weight. Therefore, normality becomes weight by gram equivalent weight into 1 by volume in liters, or else you can write normality is equal to weight by gram equivalent weight into 1000 by volume in ml. These are the formulas which can be used to calculate normality. Here a new term which is gram equivalent weight. How to calculate gram equivalent weight, or what is equivalent weight? So equivalent weight can be defined as the quantity of substance that can displace or combine 1 gram hydrogen, 8 grams oxygen, 35.5 grams of chlorine is called equivalent weight of the substance. The quantity of substance that can combine or displace 1 gram hydrogen, 8 grams oxygen or 35.5 grams of chlorine is called equivalent weight of the substance. Equivalent weight is not a weight. It is not a weight, but it is a number. But it is a number. Equivalent weight is a variable factor. Is a variable factor. For a given substance, equivalent weight is not always constant. As the medium changes, equivalent weight of the substance also changes. Hence, it is said to be variable factor. How to calculate equivalent weights? Calculation of equivalent weights. So first let us go for equivalent weight of acids calculation. Equivalent weight of acids is nothing but molecular weight by basicity. Molecular weight by basicity. So equivalent weight of acids can be calculated using the term molecular weight by basicity. Here what is basicity? Basicity is nothing but number of replaceable hydrogens. Number of replaceable hydrogens is called basicity. Sir, which hydrogen is said to be a replaceable hydrogen? The hydrogen that is directly linked to oxygen is called replaceable hydrogen. The hydrogen that is directly linked to oxygen is called replaceable hydrogen. Then you will be getting one doubt. Sir, all the acids need not to be contain oxygen. In case of oxy acids, the basicity is the hydrogens directly linked to oxygens. If there is no oxygen, number of hydrogens is nothing but number of replaceable hydrogens. Or number of hydrogens is nothing but basicity. And if you go for calculation of equivalent weight of acids, let us take some examples. Now coming to examples to calculate equivalent weight of acids. Equivalent weight of HCl. HCl doesn't contain any oxygen. Therefore, in this case, molecular weight by basicity, molecular weight of HCl is 36.5. By basicity is nothing but number of replaceable hydrogens. Here all the hydrogens are replaceable only because there is no oxygen. Simply number of hydrogens becomes equal to basicity. That means equivalent weight of HCl is 36.5. Equivalent weight of H2S. This is also not an oxy acid. Here basicity is number of hydrogens. So molecular weight of H2S is 34 by number of hydrogens is 2. Therefore, equivalent weight of H2S is 17. Third example. Equivalent weight of sulfuric acid is nothing but sulfuric acid molecular weight is 98 by basicity is 2, that is 49. Sir, how can you tell that it is having 2 replaceable hydrogens? In such case, draw the structure of sulfuric acid. It belongs to sixth group, sulfur. It is able to form how many bonds? 6 bonds. So 1, 2, 3, 4 oxygens. Here write one hydrogen, here write one hydrogen. This is the structure of H2SO4. So this hydrogen is directly linked to oxygen, this hydrogen is directly linked to oxygen, hence replaceable hydrogens is 2, therefore equivalent weight of sulfuric acid is 49. Coming to another example, equivalent weight of H3PO4, phosphoric acid. So molecular weight of phosphoric acid is 98. By here replaceable hydrogens is 3. That means 32.66 like that. So how can you tell that all these hydrogens are replaceable? Again you have to go for structure. Phosphorus is belonging to fifth group. Therefore it can form 5 bonds. So this is the 5 bonds around phosphorus. How many oxygens are there? 4 oxygens are there. 1, 2, 3, 4 hydrogens. 4 oxygens. How many hydrogens are there? 3. Compulsory. Here one hydrogen, here one hydrogen, here one hydrogen. That means all the 3 hydrogens are directly linked to oxygen. Therefore, they are said to be replaceable hydrogens. Coming to fifth one, equivalent weight of H3PO3. So this is phosphoric acid. This is phosphorus acid. Here the difference is one oxygen is less. That means 16 less. That becomes 82 by, here basicity is 2 only. That means 82 by 2, 41. Sir, how can you tell here 3 hydrogens are there but basicity is 2? Out of 3 hydrogens, only 2 hydrogens are linked directly to oxygen, which are called replaceable hydrogens. Again draw the structure. Phosphorus is fifth group, forms 5 bonds. How many oxygens are there? 3. 1, 2, 3. How many hydrogens are there? 3. This is 1, 2 and this is third hydrogen. Out of the 3 hydrogens, only 2 hydrogens are directly linked to oxygen. Therefore, these 2 are replaceable hydrogens. Here this is the hydrogen linked to phosphorus, which is not said to be replaceable hydrogen. Therefore, this is equivalent weight is found to be 41 only. Coming to one more example, equivalent weight of H3PO2, which is hypophosphorus acid. Again one oxygen is decreased. Again the molecular weight is decreased by 16 units. This becomes 66. By replaceable hydrogens is only 1. Therefore, since basicity is 1, equivalent weight of H3PO2 becomes 66. Sir, how can you tell? Again draw the structure of hypophosphorus acid. As the phosphorus is fifth group elements, it is able to form 5 bonds. How many oxygens are there? 2 oxygens. How many hydrogens are there? 3 hydrogens. Place one hydrogen here, one hydrogen here, one hydrogen here. This is the structure of H3PO2. In this structure, only this hydrogen is directly linked to oxygen. Therefore, this is the only replaceable hydrogen. Therefore, basicity is 1. Whereas this hydrogen is not replaceable. This hydrogen is not replaceable because these 2 hydrogens are not linked directly to oxygen. They are linked to phosphorus. Hence, they are not called as replaceable hydrogens. This is the method of calculation of equivalent weight of acids. Coming to second one, how to calculate equivalent weight of bases. That is the method to calculate equivalent weight of acids. This is equivalent weight of bases. So equivalent weight of base is nothing but molecular weight by acidity. Previously molecular weight by basicity. For acids, you have to use basicity. For bases, you have to use acidity. Sir, what is acidity? Number of hydroxyl groups present in a base is called acidity. Number of hydroxyl groups present in a base is called acidity. Examples if you take. So coming to examples to calculate equivalent weight of bases. Let us take an example, equivalent weight of sodium hydroxide. What is the molecular weight of sodium hydroxide? 40. 23 plus 16 plus 1, 40. By how many hydroxyl groups are present? 1. Therefore, equivalent weight of sodium hydroxide is 40. Take another example, equivalent weight of magnesium hydroxide. Magnesium hydroxide. Magnesium hydroxide molecular weight is, magnesium is 24. Each OH group corresponds to 17. Two OH groups, 2 17 is 34. 34 plus 24, 58. By number of hydroxyl groups is 2. 58 by 2 is 29. This is the equivalent weight of magnesium hydroxide. If you go for equivalent weight of aluminum hydroxide, so aluminum is 27. 3 OH groups, 3 into 17 comes to be 51. 51 plus 27, 78. 78 by 3, this is 26. Let us take one more example. Equivalent weight of ammonium hydroxide. Ammonium hydroxide, nitrogen 14 plus 4, 18 plus 16, 34 plus 1, 35. By number of hydroxyl groups present is 1. Therefore, equivalent weight of ammonium hydroxide is 35. So, these are the methods to calculate equivalent weight of bases. So, coming to third one, equivalent weight of salts. Equivalent weight of salts. So, how to calculate equivalent weight of salt? Equivalent weight of salt is equal to formula weight. Sir, why you are using formula weight? For ionic compounds, it is better to express in terms of formula weight. So, formula weight by total number of positive charges. Total number of positive charges on cation. Or you can take total number of negative charges. Total number of negative charges on anion. Because salt is neutral. As it is neutral, number of cations, number of positive charges is equal to number of negative charges. Therefore, you can take either positive charges total or you can take total number of negative charges. So, if you take some examples, equivalent weight of NaCl, let us take an example. Sodium is having plus 1 charge, chlorine is having minus 1 charge. Sodium chloride molecular weight is 58.5. By what is the total positive charge or negative charge? 1. Therefore, equivalent weight of sodium chloride is 58.5. This is example 1. Example 2, if you go for equivalent weight of sodium carbonate, Na2CO3. Here sodium is having plus 1 charge, carbonate is having minus 2 charge. Equivalent weight is equal to 106 by 2, that is 53. Sir, how can you tell here you have written plus 1 charge only? Total positive charges, each sodium is having plus 1 charge. 2 sodiums collectively plus 2. Carbonate is having minus 2. Either you can take total number of positive or total number of negative, which comes to be 2. 106 by 2, which is 53. Equivalent weight of calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate. Calcium is having plus 2 charge, carbonate is having minus 2 charge. Molecular weight of calcium carbonate is 100. By total positive charges is 2 or total negative charges is 2, hence equivalent weight is coming to be 50. Last example if you take, equivalent weight of ammonium chloride, which is also salt. Ammonium ion is carrying plus charge, chloride ion is having minus 1 charge. Nitrogen 14 plus 4, 18 plus 35.5, 35 plus 18, 53.5. 53.5. By number of positive or negative charges is 1 only total. Therefore, its equivalent weight is found to be 53.5. These are the methods which are used to calculate equivalent weight of acids, bases, salts. Now, we will go for calculation of equivalent weight of oxidizing agents as well as reducing agents. Coming to equivalent weight of oxidizing agents. Equivalent weight of oxidizing agents. How to calculate equivalent weight of oxidizing agent? Equivalent weight of oxidizing agent is equal to molecular weight by number of electrons gained per mole. Always remember that oxidizing agent always undergo reduction. Undergo reduction. Reduction is gain of electrons. Reduction is said to be gain of electrons. Therefore, equivalent weight of oxidizing agent is equal to molecular weight by number of electrons gained per mole. Always you have to take per mole only. Example, potassium dichromate K2Cr2O7. is a strong oxidizing agent in acidic medium. In acidic medium, it is said to be a powerful oxidizing agent. How to calculate equivalent weight of this compound? So let us write the ionic form of this one, Cr2O7 2 minus acidified medium. In acidic medium, Cr2O7 minus 2 always reduces to Cr plus 3. This is the equation which you have to remember. Here, chromium oxidation state is generally plus 6. Here, chromium oxidation state comes to be plus 3. Therefore, how much is decreased? 3. But how many chromiums are there? 2. So 3 into 2, this total decrease is 6. Oxygen state is decreased by 6 units. Per chromium, decrease is 3. But here 2 chromiums are there, the decrease is 6. Therefore, equivalent weight of K2Cr2O7 is equal to molecular weight by the decrease in oxidation number is nothing but number of electrons gained. How many electrons gained? 6. Here 6 electrons. The difference. Therefore, molecular weight by 6. Molecular weight is 294 in the case of potassium dichromate by 6. That comes to be 49. This is equivalent weight of K2Cr2O7 in acidic medium. Coming to second example, equivalent weight of KMnO4. Calculations. KMnO4 is a strong oxidizing agent. Is strong oxidizing agent in acidic medium, basic medium, and even in neutral medium also. So it is a powerful oxidizing agent in all the three mediums, acidic medium, basic medium, neutral medium also. So let us calculate A, equivalent weight of KMnO4 in acidic medium. In acidic medium. So compulsory you have to remember that permanganate ion in acidic medium always is reduced to Mn plus 2. Mn plus 2. Here oxidation state manganese is plus 7. Here oxidation state manganese is plus 2. So what is the difference in oxidation state? The difference in oxidation state is minus 5. Therefore, how many electrons are gained? 5 electrons. Equivalent weight of KMnO4 is equal to molecular weight by 5, m by 5. That means molecular weight is 158. 158 by 5, that is 31.66. This is the equivalent weight of KMnO4 in acidic medium. B, equivalent weight of KMnO4 in dilute basic medium and dilute alkaline medium or neutral medium. So how to calculate equivalent weight in this medium? Here potassium permanganate, or you can write the ionic form MnO4 minus in dilute alkaline medium or neutral medium always converts to MnO2. It is converted to MnO2. That means oxidation state is changed from plus 7 to plus 4. Plus 7 to plus 4, the difference is minus 3 units. Therefore, equivalent weight of KMnO4 in the basic medium, dilute or neutral medium is molecular weight by how much difference? 3. That is 158 by 3. That is 52.66 like that. This is the equivalent weight of KMnO4 in dilute alkaline medium or neutral medium. C, equivalent weight of KMnO4 in strongly alkaline medium. In strongly alkaline medium. Strongly alkaline medium. So the change that is going to be taking place is permanganate ion in strongly alkaline medium. Strongly alkaline medium. It is converted to MnO4 2 minus. That means permanganate ion changes to manganate ion. Here the oxidation state of manganese is plus 7. Here the oxidation state of manganese is plus 6. Therefore, decrease in the oxidation state is minus 1. Therefore, how many number of electrons are gained? 1 electron. Therefore, equivalent weight of KMnO4 in the strongly alkaline medium is molecular weight by 1, that is equal to its molecular weight, which is nothing but 158. This is the equivalent weight of KMnO4 in strongly alkaline medium. Previously we said that equivalent weight is a variable factor. Here if you go for acidic medium, dilute alkaline medium or neutral medium, strongly alkaline medium, equivalent weight of KMnO4 is changed. Therefore, equivalent weight is said to be a variable factor. Next, fifth one and last one, that is equivalent weight of reducing agents. Equivalent weight of reducing agent. So, how to calculate? Reducing agent always undergo oxidation. Undergo oxidation. What is oxidation? Loss of electrons is called oxidation. Loss of electrons is called oxidation, is loss of electrons. Therefore, equivalent weight of reducing agent is equal to, you can write the formula, molecular weight by number of electrons lost, number of electrons lost per mole, number of electrons lost per mole. This is equivalent weight of reducing agent. So, if you take some examples, example 1, FeSO4 ferrous sulfate in acidic medium is changed to ferric sulfate, that is Fe2SO4 taken thrice. So, 2 irons are there, make it 2 FeSO4. It becomes Fe2SO4 taken thrice. Number of sulfates are same, but here 2 hydrogens are there. That means this should be 2 moles of H plus, and here this should be 2 moles of electrons. So, 2 moles FeSO4 is losing how many electrons? 2 electrons. But you have to calculate n factor for number of electrons lost per mole. For 2 moles, 2 electrons. Per mole, 1 electron. Therefore, equivalent weight of FeSO4 is equal to molecular weight by 1. Molecular weight of ferrous sulfate is 152. By 1, it is 152. So, here 2 moles of ferrous sulfate is losing 2 electrons. That means 1 mole loses 1 electron. Therefore, equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight, that is 152. The same ferrous sulfate, here ferrous sulfate role is reducing agent. Ferrous sulfate can also act as salt. If it acts as salt, equivalent weight of FeSO4 is equal to molecular weight by 2, because molecular weight is 152 by 2, that comes to be nearly 76. Sir, why you have taken here by 2? Iron is present in +2 state, sulfate is present in -2 state. Therefore, total number of positive charges or total number of negative charges is 2. Equivalent weight is molecular weight by 2, that is 76. Here, equivalent weight of FeSO4 as a reducing agent is 152. Equivalent weight of ferrous sulfate as a salt is 76 only. So, this is, if the question is asked what is the equivalent weight of ferrous sulfate as a reducing agent, 152. As a salt, that is 152 by 2, which comes to be 76. And second example, if you take oxalate ions C2O4 minus 2 is giving 2 moles of CO2 plus 2 electrons. 2 carbons, 4 oxygens, balance 2 electrons. That means 1 mole of oxalate ion is losing how many electrons? 2 electrons. Therefore, equivalent weight of oxalate ion is equal to 88 by 2, that is 44. If it is given as equivalent weight of oxalic acid H2C2O4, 90 by 2, that is 45. If it is given as hydrated oxalic acid, that is H2C2O4 dot 2 water, that is 90 plus 2 waters means 36, 126 by 2, in such case it should be 63. This is hydrated oxalic acid. So, in such case it is 63. Anhydrous 90 by 2, 45. These are the calculation of equivalent weights of acids, bases, salts, oxidizing agents as well as reducing agents. Next, coming to units of normality. Till now we have calculated the equivalent weights. Coming to units. Units of normality is equivalents per liter. Molarity is mole per liter, here it is equivalents per liter. And what is the effect of temperature? Effect of temperature. Normality is equal to, or normality since is inversely proportional to volume as per the equation. Again you know that volume is directly proportional to temperature. Therefore, normality is inversely proportional to temperature. Normality is inversely proportional to temperature. As the temperature increases, obviously normality is going to be decreased. Again, one normal solution, you can call it as normal. 0.5 normal, semi-normal solution. 0.1 normal, decinormal solution. 0.01 centinormal solution. 0.001 millinormal solution, similar to that of as we have discussed earlier in the case of molarity. What is the relation between molarity and normality? Relation between molarity and normality. Since normality is weight by gram equivalent weight into 1000 by volume in ml. But you know that gram equivalent weight is equal to gram molecular weight by n factor, that is 1000 by volume in ml into n. N is for acids basicity, for bases acidity, for salts charge, for oxidizing agents number of electrons gain, for reducing agents number of electrons lost. This is n factor. Now weight by gram molecular weight into 1000 by volume in ml is molarity. Therefore, normality is equal to molarity into n. This is the relation between normality and molarity. For example, HCl, normality is equal to molarity because it is monoacidic base. For sulfuric acid, normality is equal to 2 into molarity as it is dibasic acid. For sodium hydroxide, normality is equal to molarity because it is monoacidic base. So this is the relation between normality and molarity. So today's session is completed, and other relations of normality we will discuss in next session.